Hello everyone and welcome back to Modded Minecraft 1.10, and we are back on the FTOG server for some more Avant 3, and I am going to say straight off the bat here that this is probably going to be one of the strangest videos that I've done to date. And yeah, I've done some pretty strange videos already, and the reason why I say that is because this is actually being recorded right here a day after sort of most of the rest of the video was recorded. And to understand why, we've kind of got to take a step back and pick up the story from yesterday as it unfolded. So it was a pretty normal day on the server by all accounts. Everybody was pretty much carrying on with what they normally do. I think ftog'ians was probably on there cooking up the latest PSI spell, and I know that Mistaken was on there, and I think she was probably working in the Nether, possibly being attacked by ghasts, and yeah, some more on that later. And I think Ren was still building somewhere, because I did see the occasional renovate fell from a high place message. But yeah, everybody was getting on with pretty normal stuff, and for myself things were going pretty normal as well. I'd been doing a bit of mining, and after what seemed like an absolute eternity, I'd finally struck lucky and found myself some diamonds. So I thought to myself, do you know what? It's going to be a pretty good day. We are going to get on well, and everything will go swimmingly. Well, that is kind of when things started to not go quite as swimmingly. So I had a little bit of an itinerary of what I wanted to do for the episode, and that was sort of some really basic stuff. I wanted to get some lighting in, and as you all know, I'm not a massive fan of having torches all about the place, so I thought I'd have a look at the mods, see what we got in terms of lighting, and I decided that we would use the fluorescent light strips from the Floodlights mod, I think it is. And in order to do that, we needed some glowstone, and that obviously involved our first trip to the Nether. And yeah, I'm just going to play you a couple of clips from yesterday, just to sort of show you how that went. So grab some popcorn, sit back, relax, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so we arrived a couple of minutes ago, and I've had a look around. And one thing is immediately apparent, and that's that our old friend the Ghast is making appearances all over the place. So there was a couple up here. As soon as I went out there, I got attacked. And there's also a little bit of an area down here, and you can probably see it on the, if I go into the minimap actually, you can probably see it on there that there is actually a ghast down here as well, and he's just kind of waiting for me to pop my head out. Now the problem is, when we were down here, I got blown up a few times and I've made a little bit of a mess, and it was all kind of neat and tidy, so I really don't want to just leave it sort of all messy like that. And I'm wondering now whether or not, if I get some food, I'm wondering if we can just run out and sort of rush him without actually destroying too much else. I think I'm going to give it a shot, because otherwise we are pretty much stuck in here. So yeah, let's go for it. There we go. Fantastic. Yep. Well pleased with that effort. Things never normally go. Things never normally go that well for me, but that's cool. So we can now fix this up. Pretty good. And whoever did this, I think you've done a really good job. I'm really sorry that I'm having to use dirt to repair this, but I didn't have anything else with me. I will endeavour to get some more netherrack and just replace that in there. So it looks like there's been a fair bit of work done here actually. Shift for info. What's that about? Created when entity falls to death. Okay, I wonder if that's a player. There's a lot of this stuff around here. Do you know, I really, really just want to get some glowstone. And I kind of feel as though, yeah, there's nothing else in here, but we can sort of maybe go down another level. And I'm now, this is that PSI stuff. So that's kind of like lighting. I've definitely got to get into that. But yeah, I feel like I'm getting a bit sidetracked. I just want to get down here and bit of basalt and just get past this guy. I'm really, really not sure where I'm going currently, and I'm not sure how long this path goes, but we'll have a look. Whoa, 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 where did that come from? Okay, so there are a couple of bits and pieces down here. Looks as though potentially that's where the passage ends. Unless it goes on round here at all. Yeah. Okay, so a bit of messing about later, and I've decided that I'm going to try and get up behind here and get this glowstone up here. I noticed somebody's built a little bit of a house here. I'm trying not to hang around because there is a ghast about. I don't think that he's noticed me yet. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it actually in the dark of the nether, but he is up there. And he is pretty hostile. So yeah, I need to get round and up here. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering who built this house. It's a pretty cool house though. That is for sure. Right. So, as I say, we are going to try and get ourselves somehow over here. And what have we got down here? A bit of cobalt ore. That requires a better pickaxe than what we've got. I don't think even iron is going to be good enough for that. No, it's not. But yeah, that could be something that we use later on to build some better tools. That is for sure. So, dearie me, look at all these over here. Wow. Right, there is. That's probably the closest bit of glowstone that I've seen, actually. I'm quite tempted to get up there and get that. Or, let's just, there's a bit of nether quartz. I think I'll grab that while I am over here. Seems to make good sense. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you? What are you? Where did you come from? What are you? Is it dead? Oh no, it's not even dead. Oh no. Why is there always something after me? Right, I think that's that dealt with. Let's let's carry on with this and try and get some more of this. We're gonna have to be really careful in the nether. I can see it coming. Alright, let's just grab a bit of this. I think we can. Yeah, we can. Just try and grab as much of this as possible. I don't really ever want to come down here again already. I just know I don't. It is just so horrific. I'd quite like to actually grab some of this, some of these magma blocks. I think. Just trying to make trying really hard not to make things look too messed up after I've finished. Oh, there we go. That'll do. How does that? Oh, that ghast is still hanging about. Oh, what are you? Oh my god. Oh my actual word, what are you? I tell you what though, you are gonna get wrecked. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe you're just gonna wreck me instead. Oh no. Why do these things always happen to me? Okay, so I finally managed to get some glowstone, and I grabbed it from over here. However, not before I died a significant number of times. Basically, I kind of went over there across this bridge first of all, because there was some glowstone that was easier to get the other side. Well, it appeared easier at first glance, but yeah, in fact, there's a load of soul sand up there, and they spawn some rather nasty monsters in this mod pack. So yeah, died a fair number of times. I've lost everything, but I've got some glowstone, which is what I wanted. So I am going to get myself back to the overworld, and I will meet you when I eventually get back to our house. See you in a minute. So there we have it, and yeah, things didn't really get any better after that either, because after having spent, about 2.5 hours of sort of actual play time to record 20 minutes of video of me getting some glowstone in order to make these fluorescent lights, it then turns out that we couldn't use them anyway because I couldn't get them to work. And I tried everything. I tried different power sources. I tried placing them in sort of different ways, trying to make them work. I even nipped into a creative world and tried all sorts of things in there. I looked on the internet, couldn't find any sort of examples really, or current examples of it working. And as a last resort, I spoke to ftog'ians, and yeah, he had not been able to get them to work either. So begrudgingly, we ditched the entire idea and decided that the best thing to probably do was to go vanilla. And yeah, we'll just use some glowstone, but we can use chisel on that, so we can at least make the glowstone look nice. And yeah, so following on from that, if we just go into first person mode again, we did sort of start to address our storage situation. So I've got myself one of these small storage crates. So whereas obviously the vanilla chest has got not that many spaces in, for the same amount of space occupied, this thing has got an absolute ton of space in it. And it's part of a tiered system as well. So this is the small storage crate. You've then got the medium crate and a bigger one than that as well, I believe. And yeah, so they're going to have increasingly more space. So certainly for the early game, that is going to be the storage option that we go with. And I quite like the look of them as well. And I believe that they're not affected like chests, where if you have a solid block on top, I think you can still access them. But yeah, that's something we'll find out later. And of course, the whole what have I done since the end of the last episode? Well, pretty much you've seen a bit of mining was done, but I've also done quite a lot of work on this place. Probably not as much as I'd wanted to, but we've certainly got the first floor in, and I'm pretty happy with how it's all looking. If you just last bit of daylight before any mobs start spawning, I'll just kind of show you a little bit of the outside. So yeah, kind of got this little entrance way, which I'm really quite happy about. I'm liking. I'm going to stop waffling about it, but I really like it. And we're going to have a second floor on here as well. I was pretty happy that we could use some diorite at last. Now, it looks quite good in the Sortex Fanva texture pack, but I'm not really sure how that would look in the standard vanilla. But yeah, we're not using that, so we won't worry about that. And then this area down here, that is going to be where our sort of main workshop is, so that we can kind of keep this pretty much uncluttered. And despite having said before that this smeltery would stay out there, I think probably what I'll do is I'll make this big enough and deep enough so that we can get all that kind of stuff happening down there. And yeah, we'll all be happy. We won't get bothered by mobs or whatever. So that then kind of leaves the, what are we going to do with the remaining time that we've got of today? Well, first of all, actually, I'm going to sleep really quickly. And yeah, that's done. I just want to quickly show you this. So I had a visit from Mistaken during the day, and she kindly brought me over some of these bits from the agricultural expansion mod. And these are the various sprouts that you can get. I've not explored it myself yet, so I'm not exactly sure how you get them. I believe that it's through the sort of dungeon chests and that kind of scenario. I don't think that you can craft any of these things, but I thought we've got them, so it will be pretty good to get some of those planted. So I want to go and set a little bit of an area up for those, and at least we can start to feel, as there's a skeleton out there. I'm not sure exactly where that is. He's just over there. I think actually let's just go and deal with that really quickly, and hopefully not get too beaten up in the process, which is usually what happens to me. Cool, that's good. So yeah, I've got a little bit of an area set up here for my wheat farm, and I thought that we'd start setting up the rest of the sprouts kind of over the back here maybe. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera again. I'm going to set up a little bit of an area, say perhaps down here even. And yeah, once I've done that, I'll be back and we can see how these things work. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I decided just to extend this little bit out. And I've grabbed all the seeds, or the sprouts that I want to grow. So we'll start off, let's get these emeralds ones down. I think, yeah, they just normal tilled soil, which is absolutely fine, and just about enough for a row of those. And then we'll grab a row of the diamond ones, because I have a feeling that they are going to be quite handy, given how long it took me to actually find diamonds yesterday. And yeah, so let's just get those all the way across. And we've got enough for partial another row. And then finally, we've got these. In fact, did I just put down the ender ones as well? Yes. Okay, so we've got the enderman ones as well. Yeah, and then finally, I'm not really sure about these wither sprouts, what exactly they are going to give us. Now, maybe they're going to give us wither skulls, which would certainly sort of fast track us along towards getting some nether stars. But yeah, we'll see. So they've got a little bit of a growth thing on there anyway, so you can see in Whaler what the growth percentage is. And this one's growing quite quickly. So we're just going to leave those to all mature, and we can move on to the next thing. We'll come back and we'll have a look at that in a minute. So then, what I really want to do next is I want to get some better tools. As always, I'm going to use Tinkers, and kind of my favourite new sort of early game tool item is definitely, just going to check over here, make sure there's nothing, because I keep seeing things on the mini map. There's a cave over there, so I'm fairly sure there must be something in that system somewhere. But yeah, what I have been using is the Slimy tools. Now, they are pretty easy to get. You don't need any casts or anything in order to get those. And yeah, if you just come in from this, we don't need to be out there. What we need then is to get some of these things, the green slime crystals. Now they're pretty easy to make. You just need to smelt up some of this green slimy mud, which is just made with some slime balls, some sand, and some dirt. You can use podzol or coarse dirt as well, but we have got a pretty plentiful supply of just normal dirt. If I can just sort of find which of the lag was about there, the normal dirt. Where is it? There we go. So we've got a load of that. We've got some sand. And yeah, we've got the slime as well. So we can, I think we can actually just use a slime block. So if you just put that in there, and that in there, now that gives us one, or we can use slime balls. Now how many of the actual slime balls do you get? You only get 4 anyway, so that's fine. You don't lose anything. So might as well then that we will use, I think we use all but one of these for now. And yeah, pop some of that in there, pop some dirt in there, and we'll grab a bunch of those, and then we'll go and put those into one of these. It's got some coal in, so we've got some hardened sand in there, hardened clay even. And it doesn't look as though I've got any coal at the moment, which, I say, given the amount of mining that I've done, that would be pretty upsetting if I've used up all of my coal. Oh dear. Oh, there we go. Right, we've got a little bit there. Yeah, we are definitely going to have to continue on with the mining, because we didn't get anywhere near as much as I would like to have got. But that's fine. Once we've got these tools, I think we are going to be in a much better position anyway. So put 5 of those in there, and 5 of those in there. And we just wait a couple of minutes for that to smelt up. Okay, so we've got some of that ready. Now, I'm not really sure if that's going to be enough actually for what we want. But I've also, if I go out there, perhaps see it from the window. Yeah, we can, just about. I've also, I've got some sugar canes that are growing away down there, but that's going to take a while. So there's another item that we can make, hopefully, to speed things up, and that is the watering can. Now, it's just here, extra utilities, and I'm just kind of hoping that that works in pretty much the same way as the previous watering can. Now, I'm trying to make myself a vanilla bowl here. Yeah, messed it up the first time. So it's quite a similar recipe actually. So you just need one of those, and I know that I'm going to mess this up. Oh, we're going to have to look at the recipe. Yeah, there we go. So there we go. Watering can. And I think that's probably currently empty. Oh, it's getting dark again. Okay, so let's go and put some water in this. As I say, hopefully this is going to work in the same way. Can this be used? Okay, there we go. So yeah, that's definitely working. So let's go and apply it to these sugarcane and just see if that works in the same way as the previous watering can. And I really hope it does. That's empty already. Wow. Okay, you have to hold this. So you can't just single click this. You have to hold it down, and you can see the little green bar at the bottom filling up. Okay, well that's no worries. So that's gonna. Whereas previously, the watering can, once you'd filled it, it lasted forever. You do have to fill this up, which yeah, kind of makes sense, and that's pretty quick as well. So happy with that, and hopefully that'll work on all of the other crops as well, including the sprouts. So if we need to get some diamonds or whatever pretty quickly, then we can use this. So I'm just going to get a few of these grown up then, and we should be able to grab some paper. As I say, we can then make ourselves a paper handle for our tools, and we'll get the extra modifiers, because that is still a feature of Tinker's Construct in 1.10, which is all good. And there we go. Do you know what? That'll probably do for now. So let's just cut down a bit of this, grab that up, and yeah, just grab that piece as well. And then we'll just leave that growing down there. I don't think any of these are mature yet. In fact, oh, nearly. Excellent. Hopefully before the end of the episode, they'll have all grown up, and we can just have a quick look and see what we have to do next with that. But fine, so we have to come in here then, and the next thing we're going to need to do is just make up some patterns really quickly. Now obviously, if you've seen any of my unstable videos, then you'll know that the whole Tinker's thing has been upgraded, so it doesn't matter which of the tools you're in, you've got access to all of the other tools as well. Something that I was really, really happy to find. And the item that we're going to be making today is, well, certainly that for starters is going to be the hammer, but I'm also going to want to make the excavator and the lumber axe wherever that's gone. That's just the hatchet. And I can't currently see it. There we go, the lumber axe. Those are kind of like the go-to items I think you've pretty much got to have, and they make life so much easier. So for a start off then, we're going to need a couple of the plates, and we're going to need the hammerhead and a tough handle. So if we click onto the stencil table, and hopefully, yeah, we've got a few patterns in there. So we'll make that first of all, and we can put that into the pattern chest. And then the tough handle, the hammerhead pattern. Yeah, I think that was it. And then next, we're going to move on to, what am I doing? I didn't need to come out of that at all. I've just explained how it's all linked together, and then I click out of it anyway. That is pretty much how I work. So we're going to grab the part. We're going to use the slime crystals, and yeah, we're going to run out of that fairly quickly as I thought. So what I'm going to have to do is I have to use some more of this and cook up some more of this slime, and I'll be back when I've got what I need. Okay, so we have now got a fair amount of this stuff. So we need another one of those. We need one of the, no, we're going to use paper for that. We need a slimy hammerhead. And as I say, if we can just quickly nip into the table here, the crafting table, and again, I didn't need to do that because I'll tell you, I'm going to forget that so many times. But yeah, we need to get back in here, and we'll take that out. We'll put our paper in, and then we'll select the tough rod. And yeah, that doesn't seem to... Have we not got enough paper in there? Material costs 3, and we've only got 2.25. So let's just nip out, actually. Quickly grab a little bit more paper. A little bit more, sorry, of the sugar cane. Got a bit of that grown. That's good. Hopefully, we can get this finished. And just that last little bit. Excellent. Yeah, I do feel as though at last we are beginning to make a little bit of progress today, which I've got to say, yesterday it couldn't have seemed further away, to be honest. And then we'll click back onto the part builder, put the rest of our paper in there, and we'll grab ourselves a paper tough tool rod. And then we can nip into the tool forge, select the hammer, and then we can put these bits and pieces together. Now there's, what was I say, get that in there. Excellent. So now that we've got that, you'll notice that if we hold shift on here, we have got 4 modifiers. Now straight away, what I want to try out is the expanders. Now we're going to try the horizontal one first of all, and that's just basically going to allow us to mine a wider area, and if we get this one, a higher area as well. But I just want to see how well it works. So we're going to need some lapis and a couple of pistons. We should just be able to pop that together, and presumably you head over here into the tool forge. We'll put this in here like this, put the expander in there, and there we go. Yeah, so that's now got the width upgrade on it. And I think we'll probably grab some diamond as well, just to make it a little bit more durable. I think that is still a thing. We've only got 6 diamonds, so hopefully 1 diamond will be enough for that. So let's pop that back in. And yeah, there we go. So there is our diamond. So let's just double check, actually. With it, it's 762. Yeah, so it adds 500 durability. So we'll definitely take that. And then The other thing is at the moment that has only got a mining level of, well, it's got a mining level of diamond, I think. No, mining level iron. The other thing now that's a new feature of Tinker's is sharpening kits. So if we, well, we're already there. Let's go down till we get to the sharpening kits. There we go. So you got these various sharpening kits that you can make, and they basically just increase the mining level of the tool that you've got. And we want to get down to, I would say, at least obsidian to start off with. And well, it just happens that we can make the obsidian one because we've got some obsidian. And all you need to do then is, I mean, this gets us down to mining level cobalt, so we could actually take this into the Nether if we were feeling brave enough to ever go back there, and yeah, use that. But yeah, you need basically to grab. I thought that we could probably grab obsidian at some point. And where are we? Not the lead one. I'm surprised it didn't take us straight to it, actually. So yeah, basically we need some molten obsidian, and then we just need one of these sharpening kit casts. And I think we can just use a clay cast. So the clay casts are just a one-off use. But in fact, before we go out there, let's grab our obsidian. So yeah, we've got 6 pieces of obsidian, and I'm kind of hoping that is going to be enough. So if we just pop that into here, like so, I'll wait a couple of minutes for that. While that's doing that, let's make one of the cast things. So it's this that we need, the sharpening kit pattern, and put that in there. Then we'll go into the part builder, and we'll make one of those out of cobble. And yeah, so it's that one that we need. So we'll make that. We'll make ourselves a cast. Now I'm hoping that I've got some more clay somewhere, but if we haven't, no worries. We'll just use a little bit more gold. There we go. So we've got some clay. So let's just pop some of that down, and we'll make ourselves another cast. So let's just get all of that mined up. Excellent. And finally, yeah, we can get out there and hopefully get this sorted, and then we'll go and test out our tool once we've applied the upgrade. So we just grab that up. How's our obsidian doing? Very, very, very nearly done. So we'll put this down here in preparation. As I say, just wait a couple of seconds for that to finish. Okay, so that's now done. And yeah, that's got to be enough of that. So we'll just pour that onto the cast, which I thought we could do. Oh, no, in fact, hang on a minute. What am I doing? I'm losing the plot. We need to put some of this clay in here first so that we can actually get ourselves a clay cast. Okay, so the clay is done. So now let's pour this on here. We'll get ourselves a cast, and then as soon as that's done, we'll get ourselves an obsidian sharpening kit. And just give that a couple of seconds. As I say, this is a one-time use. So there we go. Doesn't matter though. We're not going to need another one of those straight away. And I think I kind of prefer using the clay. Is pretty plentiful, so it's probably a little bit better. And hopefully then, yeah, we can just pick that up. We'll go and grab ourselves a bit of flint, which I'm sure there's plenty of that floating around. There's one there. And just go back into the tool forge. We'll pop that in there. We'll pop a bit of flint in there, and we'll pop our hammer in. And there we go. So that is now fortified with obsidian. And if we check the stats on that again now, you can see that's now got a mining level of cobalt. It's not particularly fast, but it's also got some durability on there as well. And we've got a couple of modifiers left, so I'm thinking that we can at least put another one of the expanders on there, and probably some redstone just to speed things up a bit. So let's go and check this out and see if it's any good. Just nip ourselves over to the mine. And once we've done that, we'll go back, we'll have a look at the sprouts, and I think we'll probably be done time-wise. So let's just nip down to this first little bit here. Now, bearing in mind, I haven't actually got any torches on me. I've got one torch, so we'll make this quite a quick test. And let's see what this does. Yeah, and that's pretty cool. So that's actually quite a big area. Let's just stick the any eye squares on, just so that we know what we need to light up. So that is going to make mining a whole lot quicker, and it grabs up everything as well, which is pretty cool. So pretty happy with that. That is kind of pretty much like having a handheld quarry, to be honest. And we're going to find so much more stuff. Well, we've already found some iron. Yeah, so in between episodes then, I am going to be using that to make some pretty good tunnels. I'll probably put the height expander on as well, just to make that even better. And if I can now find my way out of here, that'd be great. Let's get ourselves over then and have a look at the seeds, or the sprouts. See what we're dealing with there. And just quick sprint over there. We're around the back, so we'll go around this way, just to make things a little bit quicker. He says falling down a hole. And hopefully they have finished. So what have we got? We have got some mature stuff. So let's get an empty hand. Have you actually got to mine the whole thing up? You get, what do you get back? Emerald essence. And you get the emerald sprout back as well. So let's just quickly gather all of these up then. And like so. And I've noticed that one had finished, but that's fine. And then we've got 17 sprouts back again, which I think is actually more than we... I think that's more than what we started off with. So it seems that, yeah, they do. That's one more than we had. So they definitely multiply. And in terms of actually getting an emerald out of that, presumably you just stick 9 of those together in a crafting table. I'd assume that seems to be pretty much like the magical crops, but let's just have a look and see. No, that is not how it works. Is it just 4 then? No, let's just have a quick look and see. Oh, it's in a every way but the way I actually tried. So it's just actually a circle. And there we go. So that will get us an emerald. And I'm guessing that the diamonds work the same way, and that the obsidian, that the ender pearls is going to work that way as well. We definitely need to build these up. So I think we're probably going to have a patch for each of those, just to make that worthwhile. But that is certainly going to save a lot of time. And as I say, given how long it took me to get diamonds in the first place, yeah, pretty happy with that. So I'm pretty thankful to have got those. Okay, so I'm going to stop waffling anyway, because we have definitely run out of time. And yeah, if you've liked the video, drop us a like. That is always very much appreciated. And as always, guys, until next time, take care. Bye.